I'm Frederick Ayers. I've been styling hair for about 22 years. I've actually did an apprenticeship where I actually got to work hands-on and learn on the job, which I feel like is the best way to learn.
Coming into the situation, I was a little nervous because I'm not really keen on having new people mess with my hair because I have natural hair and not everyone knows how to manage it the way that I like.
So I'm actually using a level 7 and 7 golden copper. We're doing some biologing, diffusing the color. Now I'm actually going to my second color, which is a level 9 to blend in the level 7. So biologing is actually kind of a melting of colors, going from darker to lighter, to create a more natural look. This is the final step of the biologing, where we're going to just diffuse the ends. So we're actually using 3 colors, the level 7, the level 9 in the mid shaft, and we're using some paddle lightener on to the ends. So 7, 9, technically 12. So we're going to have a nice caramel coppery color at the root area, the mid shaft, kind of a nice honey color, and then the ends are very pale blonde. And so we'll just continue working those ends and diffusing the color from the bottom to the top. Shannon is actually a perfect model. Shannon has no relaxer. She's natural, so we have free range to use emulsionated color, lightener, and she's also a virgin when it comes to hair color. So we have a nice, fresh base to work with. Not often that you have that, which is fantastic.
Very plain Jane. I don't do a lot with color or anything. I'm really basic when it comes to color, but I wanted to try something different.
So Shannon is still processing. She's actually coming up very nicely. You can actually start to see the copper just shine through, lifting really nicely. The ends are still a little bit too warm. We actually want them to get more pale blonde, so she probably has another like 10 to 15 minutes to finish processing. Okay, Shannon has continued to process, and as you can see, the color is coming up very nicely from the root area to the mid shaft. It's looking very coppery and warm as we would like. The mid shaft with the honey kind of blonde is coming up nicely, and the ends still have a little bit of time to catch up. Shannon has probably about 10 to 15 more minutes before we'll take her down, shampoo her, and see how the colors blended before we begin the next step. We've actually shampooed and cleansed Shannon's hair and removed all of the color, and the color looks fantastic. It's exactly what we wanted, except the very bottom is still a little bit kind of golden. So we're going to use some ash toner, purple, violet. Everybody refers to it as something different, so we can have a very pale blonde at the very ends. And it's just about 2 to 3 inches on the very bottom. And this is going to process about 10 to 15 minutes, and after that we will prepare for our shampoo and blow dry finish. As you can see, it's just up to the So Shannon color is all done. We're all set, and it looks fantastic. We achieved exactly what we wanted. Now we're going to just trim it up. We're going to actually add some more layering to her hair today, some face frame. So we're actually going to point cut it in so it creates a little bit more texture. We're not going to lose a whole lot of length today, pretty much keeping her length because she kind of likes having long hair. But we're going to introduce just a few layers around the face and to also show off this new color as well. So we're pointing in, going very, very deep into the ends. Creates a nice profile on the side. We continue on to the other side. Again, not really losing a whole lot of length. I believe a haircut is more than just a haircut. I believe it's an experience that you should have with your stylist. So coming to see me, you're going to get more than just a basic haircut or basic color. We're actually going to have an experience where I am the only person that you're seeing from beginning to end. From the meet to the greet, to the consultation, to the shampoo, to the haircut, to the color, to me even checking you out. At the end of the day, it's just me and you, no middleman. So Shannon's all set, with the trim, and so she has some great interior layering, some great face framing, so really kind of showed off this new color. So we're just going to finish with a little Moroccan hydrating cream and also a little Aquage gel. So we're actually going to do a pin curl set on Shannon today, also with some rollers as well for volume. Again, Shannon is natural, no relaxer, so we should be able to get some good volume and sheen using these two products. So in order to have a good and an efficient blow dry, we're actually going to section this into 4 sections. So what I like to call is the pie section, which is the top section here, the side, and having great sections just gives you great blow dry, just more controlled. So we're going to subdivide the back into 2 sections, what I like to call back 1 and 2. Subdivides right down the middle. Nice clean partings. So you can effectively work on just the section that you're blow drying. Nice and clean. And then our last 2 sections, which I call below the occipital bone, you can kind of just subdivide those. Perfect. And Shannon, texture at the front is a little bit finer. She doesn't have much curl or wave. She's very wavy and curly in the back, which means we're actually going to start to blow dry in the back. The sooner the hair dries, the harder it becomes to blow dry. So we're going to start with these 2 back sections, back 1 and 2, side, and then the top. great volume we did with the Venta brush and a roller set, but now we want to create a little bit more texture on the ends, more of a wave, not so much of a curl. So we're going to add a little bit of hairspray. Anytime you're using heat, you want to use something as a buffer to kind of protect the ends.